Cheers. Hello. How are
Cheers.
you?
Hello. Happy 85th.
Happy 85th. Clink.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 85th. Yes, the 85th episode of Gogglefrogs. What a milestone, eh?
So exciting. So lovely that you're still with us if you were with us in the beginning. And lovely that you joined us on this journey if you joined partway through the 85 episodes. So are we ready to go into week 17 or 18? Can't even remember.
Tomorrow's 17.
But tomorrow is week 17. We set this up for our sanity, for everybody's sanity, because we won't be able to go to our knit and natter groups. So I hope that with us you have some knitting, you have a drink, whether it's wine, whether it's Bacardi and Coke, whether it's a cup of tea, whether it's a glass of water, whatever you would like. And we will chat for an hour. There's lots will be going on in the chat. And whether you're watching us live or on replay or in 10 years' time on YouTube, a huge welcome from myself, Angela, and my wonderful friend and co-host, Robert.
Oh, I'm mistaken. I'm really sorry.
What?
Tomorrow is week 18. Yeah, 76. 81 was week 17. So tomorrow, which is 86, is week 18.
Oh, wow. So 18 weeks.
We come of age tomorrow.
Wait?
We come of age tomorrow.
It's all right. Oh, and we have Claire.
Apologies for my lateness.
No apologies needed.
For you to join us. And I love
Thank
your
you.
hair.
Yes.
It looks
You've got a hairdresser, haven't you? That
Hang
looks
on, hang on,
fab.
scruffy bit. Right. There we go. There we
Looks
go.
lovely, Claire.
Yes. I was very pleased. So, yes, that was last week, earlier this week. Can't remember. But, yes, I've been done.
Oh, I really love the colour, the cut, everything is fabulous. And yeah, it's just me who's, again, not following the rules because I never blinking well do. And I'm not on wine because I don't really drink wine much, other than in
I just happened to go to the shop today, that's all. So.
Oh, well, absolutely fabulous. So you've got me, Angela, you've got Robert, and you've got Claire tonight. 85 episodes. Oh, what you do? I know.
I spent most of yesterday in between running up and downstairs helping with the clearing of the room, backtracking music to make sure that I don't ever play a duplicate. And it was quite interesting watching the beginnings of all the previous episodes. So episode 21 was when we started playing music.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is it?
And there have only been 4 where we haven't played any music.
I think probably 3 out of the 4 would have been when me and Claire were presenting between us, and we focused on music because we were chatting too much. So that's lovely. Oh. So in true Gogglefrog style, if you have any questions to ask, please just ask in the chat or in the Facebook group. And I have a question, if that's okay. I went shopping today, and the reason why I went shopping was I had to take my mum to the bank. And we were queuing up outside the bank, and they said it's 5 minutes to opening. So there's a wool shop next door. So I thought, rather than standing outside the bank for a whole 5 minutes, why don't we go into the wool shop for 5 minutes? But it didn't take 5 minutes. I did not buy wool, but I bought lots of patterns. And I came across this, and it's a little... So, Brigitte, I've taken inspiration from you. I'm hoping that I can use this and making it into a birthday card for my little niece who loves Frozen 2? And Elsa, is it? And I thought that's probably as Elsa-ish as I can get. So, and as my husband, me and my husband both have the same initials, I'm going to put AJ and AJ and 2020. So, so that is for little Aggie Moo. So thank you for inspiring me, Brigitte, but I have no idea how I put the whole thing together. So when it comes to buying the cards, please let me know where I go, what I do. And yes, so thank you for sharing your wonderful pictures of cards.
I have the card.
Have you?
Yes, I have a box of cards. The first thing I ever cross-stitched when I moved to Leighton Buzzard was Christmas cards, and I have the pack left. So you can have one of those.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
crimping scissors, so you can make a crimping edge, and then it just sticks straight onto the card.
Oh, thank you. So on my little, so we've sorted the card out. I also found in a suitcase up here a few weeks ago, probably about 17 weeks ago, when I came hurtling up to Yorkshire, I found a little cardigan that my mum no longer wanted. And I thought, that's a really lovely cardigan. That is the style. And I found a pattern, exactly the same style. So I got that today. And then I got that one today because I love the bottom of that jumper. And I thought, that's really nice. Moonbeam, but I don't think anybody really stocks anymore. And then I saw that really simple t-shirt type thing in Moonbeam. And I thought, oh, that would be rather nice. And then I saw this with a rather weird angled bottom. So I thought, that's quite interesting. And then I saw this little one, again, for Aggie Moo, with ruffles. Anything with ruffles, I love. So
is that Wondersoft?
Huh?
Is that Wondersoft?
It's Regatta.
Ah.
But I actually won some. I can remember going into the local yarn shop and you had to pay £1 or something and pull out a needle. And if you got something on the end, then you won. And I got a carrier bag full of some lovely pink, like, I don't know what type of stuff it was. But yeah, I got that. And then I got two pattern books as well, King Cole. So I have got so much stuff now. I've got patterns galore. I just don't have 8 pairs or 4 pairs of arms to knit the blinking things quick enough. So yeah, I had a really inspired day, picking up a little bit of cross stitch, and oh, and actually something else. I never knew how you actually spell shearing elastic.
H-E-R-I-N-G.
I know. So it's just, well, I can't remember, but it wasn't how you would think shearing was. But I thought, oh, I need some of that elastic, and then thought, oh, never seen that spelling before. That must be how it is. So I had a really, really lovely morning. And then when we got to go to the bank, we had to wait over 40 minutes to get in. But I got inspired with patterns and cross stitch and stuff, so it didn't really matter. So anyway, so it was quite amusing, my morning. And then we came home and my mum was so exhausted that all she's done is slept from about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So, but hey ho. So I had a funny, inspired day today, and I hope you did too. So please tell us your funny stories as well. I find life amusing, to be honest.
Right, should we say some hellos?
That would be lovely.
Okay. Claire, top to bottom, bottom to top.
Bottom to top. Let's be unorthodox.
Okay, so we start with Viv. Good evening, Viv.
Morning.
We have Trisha.
Evening.
Evening. We have Tracy. Hi, Tracy.
Hello.
Sally. Hi, Sally.
Hello.
Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hiya.
We have Pat. Hello. Hi, Pat. Haven't seen you for a while. We have Marion and Marion. Hi, Marions.
Hello. Hello.
We have Lindy. Hi, Lindy.
Hiya.
We have Linda and Linda. Hello. Hi, Lindas.
Hello.
We have Judy. Hi,
Hello.
Judy.
Hello.
We have Grace. Hi, Grace.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
We have Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
Hello.
We have Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Hello.
We have David.
Hey.
Hi, David. We have Brigitte. Hi, Brigitte.
Hello.
And lastly, we have the lovely Anne. Hi, Anne.
Hello.
And hello, everybody on replay. Cheers. Do let us know what you're drinking. Do let us know what you're knitting this evening, crocheting.
Well, now, the main reason I was late in, okay, you know how, like yarn chicken and things like that, well, there is a similar thing with sewing machines. So you know how printers and photocopiers always jam when you're busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sewing machines have a similar trick. The bobbin runs out of thread when you're in a hurry. Yeah.
Yes.
So it did that. So it was either I was desperate to finish this job because I'm making masks for a friend, but I wanted to try and do that by 8 o'clock, and then the bobbin ran out. So anyway, so I put some more thread on it and carried on, but that's why I was a little flustered when I came in. Right, we're here now.
Oh, lovely to see you. We haven't seen you for so long.
Finish work on Friday, so I shall be around then.
Oh, fabulous.
So yes, as you can probably imagine, I have a rather unorthodox fabric collection. So my friends rather like it. So we've got one mask with some very anatomical fabric.
Oh.
One with sort of Hammer Horror B-movies figures on.
Oh.
And space. So you can have left ear, the right ear, and the final frontier.
Oh, boom, boom.
So there we go. Yeah, makes it change from the normal ones. So she asked me to make her one. So that's what I've been up to. And over the course of the evening, I shall be putting the elastic through. Because it was yesterday. The main reason why I'm still making them is because yesterday, elastic at the moment, particularly since Boris's latest announcement, is like hen's teeth at the moment. So I'm glad I put an order of elastic in. So there we go. So that's what I've been doing this evening. I've been making masks and drinking wine and driving a sewing machine. So yes, I've been drinking and sewing, but
let's hope the sewing police don't pull you over.
Well, if they saw a few of the mistakes on these, they might, but never mind.
No, don't be silly. They wouldn't dare do that.
Only if we're looking.
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, shall we do some comments before we move on?
Yes, that's what I was just going to say.
So we have a lot of evenings. Brigitte says, happy 85th. How did that happen? Yeah. Yes, I've got no idea, but it did. So evening, Robert, Angela, and everyone else. Linda has the cardi and coat in hand ready.
Yeah.
I clearly appeared at that point with hair, so thank you for all my lovely hair comments. Yes, I am very pleased. I'm very glad to get most of this off the back. So it's a lot shorter up the back, which pleases me enormously, especially in hot weather. And I'm a lot blonder than I was, which is nice. Rebecca says, oh, hello, my Wi-Fi is mad today. Well, I hope it settles down for you. And talking about the card, Brigitte says your niece will love it. And Brigitte's happy to put it together for you. So there we go. Anne says, strange things, Robert and Angela are still photos, but Claire is video. Occasionally blips happen. If it's things like that, it might be at your end, it might be our end. But give it a couple of minutes and it should sort itself out.
Hey, it could be worse.
No.
Last Wednesday.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not refreshing
No.
tonight. Just in
So Deborah
case.
speaks of all the patterns. Haha, that should keep you busy, Angela. And Claire, your hair looks great. Thank you very much. Kat says, hi Angela, love all those patterns of Stash Buster for sure. Totally. Rebecca says, Angela, simple t-shirt type tops. Erica Knight has some lovely ones as patterns. I shall bear that in mind.
I've got some as well. Do you know what? You've just given me a great idea. Thank you.
Did I tell you I've got 2 Erica Knight pattern books for you, Angela?
No?
Yeah. They were in clearance at work, so I got them for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll bring you a pot pie.
Fair swap.
Yes.
She knows that because they're my favourite.
Sorry,
I'm going to bring you a selection of northern pork pies, and you can have one as well, Claire. Oh, no, you can't. You can't.
I'll send
No,
it to
no.
Maud. He'd absolutely love it.
Okay.
Yes, I would. Yes, I will enjoy that by proxy. Thank you very much.
But I will bring you a massive selection of different pork pies from different butchers, so don't you worry. First
Just
swap.
because I don't, I still appreciate that other people do. So, and I will ask them how it was. Right then, Linda says, thankfully, patterns and yarn doesn't go off. Absolutely right. Great looking selection of patterns. A couple of the adult ones look stylish indeed, says Lindy. Okay, Deborah says, cheers everyone. Talks about masks. Jacinta says the old ones are the best ones. Claire, about my little joke. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The old ones are the ones I remember. Georgie, hi Georgie. Evening, sorry on my mum got taken to the hospital yesterday, and I've been trying to get things booked all day. I am so sorry to hear that, Georgie. I hope everything is okay.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I hope
our thoughts are with you, Clark, okay? Rebecca says definitely at her end it's been an odd day. That's internet. Some various discussions with Georgie say sorry to hear about it. Is she okay? But I'll leave that for Georgie to answer. Excuse me, Moulton Mowbray is the place for pork pies.
Can't beat Mount Mowbray.
Well, there you go. But certainly south of England isn't. So we'll take them from anywhere. It's okay. Georgie says, thank you. And Brigitte says, sorry to hear that, Georgie. Hope your mum will be fine. That is a sentiment from all of us. Okay. So we hope things end up okay. So I've got another thing to show you here, actually. And that's not my desperate sew. Right, do you remember I bought some nice yarn in blues from Knitting Needle Lane? It was in skeins. Well, I took it round to Marion's and we had it. Marion kindly balled it up for me using the equipment.
That looks so good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And I've settled on a pattern which I kind of did the maths for and worked out. So I am crocheting myself a poncho. I'm crocheting myself a poncho using the virus pattern, and it's currently looking like that. So
I love
the maths. So I've got a big head hole right there. Okay, and it's in the virus square with a hole for head. And I shall just keep going until I run out. So there you go. Hopefully that should be smashing.
Do you know what I'm so excited about? You know the book that Dawn mentioned about different variegated yarns and what to use for what? Because that has just worked out so amazingly. Like it's beautiful, like colour bursts rather than lines. It's beautiful. I can't wait for that book to come out, because then we'd know things like this before we started, rather than it being a bit of an exciting project.
Yes.
But I love
And I've had some fun and games recently with my other crochet project I've got on the go at the moment, trying to find a suitable pattern for that variegated yarn, because the change was so rapid that it looked a bit muddy. But I'll show everybody what I've done with it another day. But I finally, on a third or fourth attempt, settled on a pattern that actually works with it. But that was trial and error. So I'm glad there's a book out.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I just realised, Robert, that matches the wall. What you're knitting matches the wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apart from this is supposed to be pink. It's the light is just so bad. This is pink and the wall is red.
Oh. And do you know what? We last time my mum came down to me, I'm bringing her down again for a few days because she can only manage a few days in the house on her own. And we had a little tripette out to Radlett, and I haven't been there in years. And we found a lovely little clothes shop that my mum really, really liked there. And one of the t-shirts is too long, so that's why I said I'd put some elastic around the bottom so it sits on a waist and then flows over. It was a beautiful t-shirt. Then I looked at the price and I realised that there was a little stitch marker on it, because I still hadn't been out to the car boot to get a stitch marker. So I actually got a stitch marker out of my mum's new t-shirt, which was really nice. It was actually attached with a stitch marker, so I was rather impressed. So I said, when we go back down, I'll take her to Radlett again next week, and she can go and see what was there. But I had to take her trousers in. Have you got a stitch marker there?
My first half dozen of these were taken out of clothes. Yeah.
Oh, were they? I never realised they used them in clothes. Yeah. So I had to take the trousers in for her. So I did that by hand last time we was up here. And then I had to get elastic to put in the bottom. So I'll do that tomorrow, because I broke the needle trying to stuff the elastic through it. So I broke the needle top. So I need to get a proper needle out of the car boot, one that you use for this sort of stuff. So I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day.
Indeed it is.
It is.
Shall I do music?
Yay!
See, this is what happens for just chat. Yeah, we're nearly half past. Sorry.
I know. That's no, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's had enough to drink to be able to appreciate it now, so that's fine. That's perfect. So this is what I wanted to show you last week. It is very tongue-in-cheek. I think there's something in it for everybody. There is a selection of Backwards Broadway, Twisted Broadway, and Broadway Bears on YouTube, all worth going and exploring. The whole idea of Backwards Broadway and Twisted Broadway is that they do things very differently. So here is something from Twisted Broadway for everybody to enjoy. So ladies, if you put yourself on mute. There we go. So I should that all of them backwards, Broadway backwards, absolutely fantastic videos on there. Some of the real funny ones. And then Twisted Broadway and Broadway Bears. Broadway Bears, you can probably imagine what happens in that, but it's all for very good causes. And they're in 3 different places every year. So yes, I just so accidentally happened to stumble across that one and thought definitely a Wednesday night video.
Yay!
Excellent. Well done.
Really
that was fab.
And we hope you enjoyed it too.
Yes. Right, let's go back to chat. David says you can't beat a Leeds pork pie or growlers as they're known.
Very good.
Growlers. I didn't know they were called growlers.
Okay.
But Leeds pork pie, like Leeds
Marion,
fish and chips.
Marion says to Claire, and that yarn
does.
feels gorgeous.
Absolutely right.
Brigitte says I used to use a nappy pin to thread elastic. And Rebecca says yes, she uses a nappy pin as well. Brigitte says that's Shirley MacLaine's song. And then I always thought it was Shirley Bassey, and that's what you think as well, Claire. But Brigitte says not in the film.
Well, it's. Okay. I know it is Shirley Bassey's single, so you know I will content to be corrected on that one. So there we go.
Lindy says absolutely great. Marion says that was great. Rebecca says she thinks that's what yarn keepers sing when some of us go in.
Oh dear.
Marion says best pork pie I've ever had came from Birds in Burton-on-Trent.
Oh.
Rebecca says no, it was definitely in the film. Definitely in the film,
Fair
it is
enough.
Shirley MacLaine. Viv says she loved watching me sing along. Well, I've seen it about 5 times now. So, and I knew what was coming in the middle. And I was actually singing really loudly as well,
Good.
for a change. And that's what the wine does. Brigitte says, I think the film was called Sweet Charity. The musical was called Sweet Charity. And Marion said, Brigitte, yes, it was. So I didn't know it was in a musical till today.
Neither did I. No, I didn't have a clue.
And I enjoyed it so much. I've done something wrong and I don't know how to fix it.
Oh no.
So I seem to have knitted a stitch, dropped a knit stitch, and picked up a stitch from the row below. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to fix that.
Clever.
I think you invented something interesting. Oh.
Right, is that the one from the row below? Yes.
Oh, well, hopefully Robert's going to find the stitch, pick it up, spin it around, do whatever it needs to do that.
Fixed it.
But I did, sorry, when I was in the yarn shop today, I did see that green, what was it that you did with the sparkles in, that my shawl's out of? Huh?
Cabaret, the one that Claire did.
Yeah, Cabaret. So I did see the green Cabaret today, which is beautiful. And I have to, and I do have to say that when I saw that in the shop, it was just like, but when I saw it knitted up in my shawl, it is stunning. And I have to say the same in that. So I looked at all of the colours very differently today. And it's just like, these are beautiful. So me and my mum had a conversation about, the shawl that Robert knitted me. Yes, this is it. Doesn't it look different? Yes. So my mum even said, I think I might pick up knitting. I said, oh, shall we get you some? She went, no. So never mind. If she needs anything, I've got tons at my house. We'll be there on Friday. So yeah. Oh.
Rebecca's telling us we need to go on Netflix or something to watch the film. There's some great things. But Angela doesn't like musicals.
I know. I really struggle. Like, it's the cinema, musicals, anything. So I went to see, because me and my husband are total opposites. So I used to have to go and see the Rat Pack and stuff down the West End with him all the time. And then I said, I've got a ticket. I'm going to South Bank to watch something. You can't go on your own. Of course I can. I'm going to the matinee on a Saturday. I'll probably have a glass of wine before, a glass of wine after. No, I'll come with you. I said, no, honestly, I don't want you to come with me. Not being awful. I don't think you'll appreciate it. Yes. I said, Juliet Stevenson is in it. I'm really excited about this, but you will not enjoy it. Please don't come with me. No, I'm coming with you. So anyway, brought him with me. And as he sat down, I said, it's The Seagull and it's by Chekhov. So he absolutely hated it. And I did try and say, please, those are the sort of things I like, which are nothing like musicals. So it's quite amusing. And whenever we go to the cinema, the only cinema we go to is the Rex, which is an old Art Deco one. And he always knows that he's just going to put his head in his hands when I've chosen the film, because we've seen African films with subtitles, Chinese films with subtitles, German films with subtitles. And he just says at the end, what was that all about? Which is like, those are the films I love. So I have a totally unique choice. And when I do appreciate other people love musicals, I just don't get them. I just really don't get them. And when I listen to them, I can't hear the words. So I don't know what's going on either. So it's as if I need a translation kit. So yeah, so I know I've got a really unique taste.
Yes, fine.
Yeah, my husband doesn't get my taste either.
Well, that's what. Let's start that again. That's what makes life interesting. Okay, because you can talk to each other about stuff. Because if you just like the same stuff all the time, conversation will get a bit short.
Yeah, but I think I might watch that film on Netflix if it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue what the film is called, but Robert will
Sweet
remind
Charity
me.
was the musical.
Everyone will.
So I think the film was the same.
Charity.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll watch that at some point. It'll be good.
Well, if you're watching from home, you can always put the subtitles on.
Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it?
Right, so it's not on Netflix, but Funny Girl is. I've never seen that one either.
No idea.
There you go. As a musical, a modern musical, I thoroughly recommend La La Land.
Yeah, that was all right, actually.
We loved it, actually. It was kind of like the last quarter of the film had pathos in spades. And the very end of it made you go, oh. So, yeah, no, we loved it.
And our musical interludes started with The Greatest Showman.
Did it? I've never watched that either.
There was a Saturday where it was just me, because I think it was the first Saturday after you'd had to go up to Leeds.
Yeah.
And Claire was stuck out shopping, and I was having major technical issues in the house. So I thought, right, I'm just going to put this on, yeah, it gave me enough time to sort myself out, and that's how musical interludes started.
Well, that worked.
And now everybody loves them. Everybody absolutely loves them.
Right, let's catch up on chat. Brigitte told me to drop the stitch, correct the row, and get a crochet hook to pick it up. I fixed it, thank you. Rebecca says to Angela, that was a bit of a baptism of fire. Taking Alan to that play.
I told him not to. I know, it was, and not only that, he had somebody sitting next to him with halitosis. So Alan was not impressed, but I loved it.
Lindy says, wouldn't it be horrible if everybody liked all the same things? We wouldn't have the chances for great inspiration from our fellow Gogglefroggers, would we? That is very true.
Yeah.
Brigitte says, we used to go to London a lot to see musicals. We loved it. Rebecca says, I always have the subtitles on. I can't hear well enough. La La Land did nothing at all for me. And Funny Girl is Barbara Streisand. Yes, it is. Never seen it. I don't think I could even name a song out of it.
Not that one.
Marion says, at Rebecca, I didn't like La La Land either. Watched 30 minutes of it and turned it off.
Sorry, but you missed the best bits then.
And Deborah says that she loved The Greatest Showman.
Fair enough. Good. I think Hairspray remains one of my favourites.
Film, old film, new film, or stage
Probably the
musical?
old film. The new film's pretty good, but I like the old film because the old film was a bit more groundbreaking. Whereas the new film,
Yeah.
we were much more used to the ideas by then.
Yeah. I do like the musical though. Stage show is very good. I saw Brian Connolly as Edna, and when they did their song and dance in the middle of it, her and her husband, they obviously did I knew what was coming, and at one point during it they stopped and did the whole "it's a puppet" thing, because Brian Connolly can't do anything without doing "it's a puppet" somewhere. Doesn't matter what he's in, he has to do it somewhere. Well, you don't remember what "It's a Puppet" by Brian Connolly, Angela?
I don't think I've ever watched a program with Brian Connolly in it.
Oh, right. He used to do a comedy show on a Saturday evening, and he used to have the sketches were all the same but different every week. And one of his characters was taking the mickey out of Philip Schofield and Gordon the Gopher. So he would have a hand puppet, and he would like hit it, and everyone would go, "Oh!" and he'd go, "It's a puppet."
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't get that one at all.
And then Marion says, "At Claire, love Hairspray." Brigitte says, "Favorite musical is West Side Story." Oh. I like to be in America. Everything free in America.
I'm so pretty. So pretty.
I have seen Holiday on the Buses probably about 300 odd times, and I know every single word through it. And I still watch it now and think it's absolutely hilarious. But that's my sense of humour.
Dawn says her favourite quirky musical is Once. Beautiful songs. For big musicals, Les Mis or Chicago. I love both Les Mis and Chicago.
I've got Chicago recorded downstairs, so yeah.
My favourite quirky one has to be Avenue Q.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think I saw it. I didn't get it, but I saw it.
We played Schadenfreude once because we were we talked about it the evening before, and that's when you saw the puppets doing it. Rebecca says, "Oh no, I really don't like the actor Brian Connolly. I wouldn't have been able to sit through it all." Now I'm like that with Michael Ball. I can't stand Michael Ball.
Really?
Honestly, I can't. I really, really can't.
Good.
Anytime he's on the radio, on TV, I can't watch him, and I don't know why. There's just something about his voice. There we go. Georgie says, "Thanks everyone about Mum. She's gone downhill a bit, but she's in the best place to be well looked after. She's just very confused."
She is absolutely in the best place, Georgie, and you can now have a good night's sleep and rest knowing that she's been taken care of. So much love to you. And
Marion says her favourite is 42nd Street. Georgie says, "I love Chicago and Wicked." Right, now, no word of a lie. Have a look here. I've just opened up, before the show, this.
Oh.
So, for those of you that don't know, Wicked is a really good show. It's about what happened in Oz before Dorothy, and the story of the three witches. And there's some really, really, really good songs in there. I love Popular. I love Because I Knew You, which is towards the end. But the middle song is Defying Gravity. That's the interval song. And it's one of the most amazing, spectacular pieces of music I've ever seen, as well as the staging and the choreography. And there's been so many renditions of it over the years. And Idina Menzel, who did it first in Broadway, came to do it first in the UK, and I got to see her doing it, and she is the best Elphaba I've ever seen. Anyway, stop spoilers there. But that webpage that I just showed is 3 of the Elphabas singing Defying Gravity together. Haven't watched it yet.
Fabulous. Can I just say, we needed to say huge hello to Deborah, because I think Deborah's at the coast in her camper van, isn't she?
Wow.
She is, yes.
So a huge, well, 4G, 3G, whatever it is, but I know that you had a bottle of something, so hopefully you and what is camper van called now? I can't remember, it's got a name, but I hope your whole camper van zone is enjoying Gogglefrogs.
That's really exciting. Oh, you've got away. Brilliant.
So we're on tour. Gogglefrogs is seriously on tour now because Deborah's on tour.
Right, let's show the Facebook page while we're talking about it, because there's a picture of it on there.
Yay!
All right, Brigitte, lovely glass of red wine. She says, got to get through this tonight. Do enjoy. Dawn says, work in progress Wednesday. Bugger, just noted the mistake, but I'm damned if I'm flogging it. Oh, I see it.
No.
Ouch.
Nah. Put a sparkle on it. A ladybird on it. Do whatever you want.
It's a variation.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel your pain. I got halfway through. One of the things I'm working on at the moment has 420 stitches, and it's stocking stitch. And I got halfway through and realised I'd done the wrong row. I was doing a knit instead of a purl, so I had to backwards knit 210 stitches.
Oh.
Dawn, Debbie says, this was a work in progress, but I've just finished it. My friend at work had her baby 3 weeks early, but needed finishing. She sent me a photo and asked if I could make one. Oh.
I want one.
Linda says, work in progress Wednesday, back finished and left side coming on nicely. The wool is more of a denim blue than shown in the picture.
That is lovely. That was so tiny. Only a few days ago. It's really grown.
Oh, Helen says hello. Hi, Helen.
Hello.
That's more for those of you that are local. Debbie has posted, cheers everyone, happy 85th. Huge thanks to you all, especially Robert and Angela, for all your hard work with Gogglefrogs. Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, that is actually a picture at the beginning, Angela, look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Just before we were joined by Claire.
oh wow. Oh, yes. Thank you. And it's so lovely to see you as well, Deborah. We're now getting to know people so that when we do eventually meet up, we're going to recognise you. Oh, fabulous.
Although she looks like she's at home now.
She's home now, yeah.
Yeah. Jean says, work in progress. Square 23 of 24 for a single bed blanket for disadvantaged children. Oh,
look at that.
I'm guessing that's the squares. So you've just got the joining to do now.
Yeah. Oh.
Linda has posted a picture of her gin and tonic. She's got Gordon gin with raspberry and rosé soda. Oh,
I've not seen that before.
Nope.
They do a blood orange soda, an orangey soda, and that was really nice. I think I've still got some in the fridge.
Oh, great.
Marion has come up with a very good thought process here. So she says, getting quietly sozzled on my second, no, actually my first G&T, as it's only been topped up, so it's still my first. I like that thought process.
So do I. I love that.
Marion says, not a good picture. However, mine served with slips and lemon gin and tonics served with a slice of lemon. This might be finished by 8 o'clock tonight, though.
It matches. It matches. It matches the Gogglefrogs. The lemon in it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the branding.
And then she's posted a picture of it's been topped up.
Oh, good. Time for another.
Trish says, getting ready for tonight's session, doing the same card as Angela Bailey for my granddaughter, still deciding on whether to have reverse stocking stitch as the right side, now starting the 2 front rows. But I do spy a gin and tonic in the background there.
Love that. Love that. So, yeah. We will compare, because who knows how the colours flow in these. So, who knows? Yeah, they could be very similar or quite different.
Angela has posted her work in progress, tiny snippet of the front of my niece's cardigan.
Yeah.
Love the pattern.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a lovely, simple pattern.
Marion has posted another video from You Felty Thing on how to wraps per inches and how to use them in yarn substitutions.
Oh,
thank you, Marion.
WPI like that with your wrapping it around. Yeah, that's a nice cake. It's a very nice cake.
That's the Serdar Patter cake. Simple guard stitch baby blanket, pattern inside of the band. Serdar Snuggle Patter cake colour teacup. Very nice.
I'm liking that one.
Thank you, Sally. Brigitte says a bottle of this only comes out on the table for special occasions. When the stock is gone, it's gone. I'm guessing that's what you're drinking this evening. So
I think that might have travelled from Germany.
I think it has. So thank you for pulling out a special bottle for a special occasion.
Very exciting.
Vivian says, sorry, Viv, treated myself to this gorgeous yarn for a simple shawl. Very nice. Love the colour blend.
Lovely. It's so gorgeous.
Right, here's Debbie, not knitting related, but spent the afternoon making some cushions for our camper van. Our van is called Bryn, after my late dad, who loved his motorhome.
Very good.
Adventures. Oh,
they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Brigitte, work in progress. Yes, back to the blanket after a short interlude doing something else. Looks lovely. I bet it was nice to go back to. Dawn says, don't really drink wine these days, but have this chilling for tonight.
Nice.
Some cider.
That looked very nice.
Blackberry and nettle.
I love a bit of cider.
Then here's my wine chilling for tonight, Whispering Angel Rosé.
You're rather expensive bottle, I would imagine.
Yeah, so it is quite expensive, but because I work for the John Lewis Partnership, I know the right time to buy it, and I only ever buy it when I can get my discount and then discount on top. So it takes it down from about £20 a bottle to £9 a bottle.
We'll take that.
So and that's why there were 6 of them on the side when you came around last week, Angela, because we just had a double discount.
Well, all I can say, Robert, is you damn well deserve it, because you spend all of that time getting the music sorted. So when you have a drink, you should treat yourself. So now I know what it's called. I will look and see if I can ever get you a bottle.
And then I think we showed that one yesterday. That's Deborah in her camper van with her Gogglefrogs goodies. Trisha says, just started to jump for my dad. Never knitted him anything other than a scarf, so will be a surprise. Photo doesn't do the colour justice. It's got blue thread through it too. Very nice.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous.
Deborah says, following Robert's example, here's a picture of my wine for tonight. A lovely crisp Australian Chardonnay. See everybody at 8. Oh. That one we did yesterday, I think. Oh, no, we didn't do this one yesterday, did we? So Rivers, while they're still homeschooling, are getting the kids to help with some home dining. for their wall. So that's very nice.
Yes, interesting shop that looks like when it reopens, because there is a patchwork and quilting shop in Weedon as well in the same village. So I know the village,
Right.
and I go to the village for that. But now I know that there's a dyer and a yarn shop there as well. So it's going to be much more of a road trip next time I go.
Definitely.
And Weedon's so close to us, isn't it?
Yeah. And it looks like one we should stop on the way back from Toft when we next go.
I think we
Yeah.
should. Yeah.
Marion says, forgot it was Tuesday. This is tapestry of sunflowers I bought in Amsterdam about 35 years ago. I only got around to doing this about 15 years ago. Wow. Love those sunflowers. Gorgeous. Dawn, how cute are these 3 patterns from Lovecraft? Thank you. We saw that yesterday from Helen. That's a welcome. So I'm going to assume we're all caught up now.
I think so.
Well, thank you very much for that, people. Please remember to keep posting. Post anytime you want to, and anything woolly that you want to, and we'll share it as part of Gogglefrogs. Tomorrow is Freehand Thursday. Right, let's go back to chat. Dawn says, think I will repeat the mistake again so it looks like it was meant to be. What a brilliant idea.
I am
I
all
like
in
that
favour.
idea.
But maybe make the mistake in the opposite way.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Well, whatever works for the pattern.
I think
Yeah. Brigitte says that's a good idea. Rebecca says, I am working
Read it in context.
on I don't want to share just yet, but it's for my goddaughter's baby son. I need to sort something out fast to make for her 3-year-old daughter.
It's a whip, but it's auto-corrected.
That's fine. Brigitte says, tasty cake, Sally. Janet says, oh, hi,
Hey.
Janet.
oh,
John Lewis Birmingham closing, so very sad.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. The only thing I had, thank you to all of those of you who reached out to me, by the way, when the announcements were made. I was very touched. The only thing I will say is that there were plans before COVID happened to close a number of our shops, and unfortunately COVID has just made us make the decision sooner and close with extras. And unfortunately it's just all over the place. So we know Debenhams in Milton Keynes is never going to reopen, and that's because Into wouldn't accept a rent decrease, because Into were also in trouble, and unfortunately we've had to make some similar decisions as well. So but thank you for the thoughts. Dawn then says she understood what I meant. Okay, good, thanks. I'm feeling a bit tipsy.
I did.
Yeah.
Don't say.
Very happy. Oh, it's so nice when people are happy.
Wine, knitting, good company, and hot men in a video. Everything you could ask for in an hour, really, isn't it?
Plenty of eye candy. Actually, it's eye candy if you're down south, but if you're a northerner, let's just give praise to that amazing lady who is a comedian whose name escapes me. She calls them beefcake. So rather than eye candy, it's a beefcake. What's it called now? The lovely psychiatric nurse. Jo Brand. And beefcake. So you've had everything tonight. You've had humour, you've had stories about the bank, the knitting shop, you've seen umpteen different masks. It's been a good night. Oh.
And I've just finished the glass, and it was an extra large glass as well. Rebecca says, "Oh no, at Janet, I'm astounded. It looked like the centre. I'm not quite sure what that means." At Robert, do you mean you're going to be on the job market then? No, I'm not, because my store isn't one of the ones that is closing. But I just wanted to say thank you to those that reached out and said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Anne says, "Loved the John Lewis store near me." I can't remember where Anne is. Is she up near you, Angela?
Yeah, is that the one in Leeds? Because they were waiting for 25 years to go into Leeds, and I have to say I've been in that store more than I've ever been in any other than the one in where's the other one? Brent Cross. I used to go there every week when I was 19. I lived there. I lived in Brent Cross in Phoenix and John Lewis.
Dawn says we used to do Hunky Men lemon squeezers. Never heard that before.
Neither have I.
Brigitte says Rod just dropped a packet of salt and vinegar crisps in my lap. She hopes the crunching isn't annoying us.
I want some salt and vinegar crisps.
Marion says at Dawn, why? Rebecca says at Robert, thank goodness. Anne says York or Leeds. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Claire, you've explained the lemon squeezes.
It was my theory anyway.
Oh, okay.
Dawn says at Marion because they make you go, ooh, like you've just eaten the lemon. Marion says, is John Lewis Brent Cross closing? No, it's not. It's not on the list.
Yeah, I'm going to start going there again. I love that place.
The list of stores is in the usual press, so.
It's very run down, Angela. It's supposed to have been moved about 10 years ago, and they just never got around to doing it.
Brent Cross is pretty run down, but it's just so close to my heart. I used to go from Harrow when I lived in Harrow and total to Brent Cross, and I thought I was amazing. The fact that I shopped in John Lewis there, and then popped into Waitrose and got some food to take home. So it was just like, oh my God, I was only about 19. Do you know what? I just was just on top of the world because we didn't have John Lewis up north. Well, we didn't have one in Leeds, so it was just so unique. Oh.
Rebecca says, Robert, is Leicester High Cross losing its John Lewis? Can't go into Leicester at the moment to check its lockdown there. No, it's not losing, but we weren't allowed to reopen, so that's been postponed until further notice, actually.
All right.
Linda says that she grew up in Harrow.
Yeah, we probably know a lot of the same haunts then.
I spent the first 7 years of my life in Raiders Lane, and I went to school in Pinner. So we had a Harrow postcode too.
I lived in Raiders Lane for a little while as well. Oh, wow. Small world, isn't it? Such a small world. Oh, and Marion, yeah. Oh no, sorry.
Linda
Raiders Lane as well.
Linda, it was before grammar. It was Canterbury Avenue First School. So it was my primary school. I went to primary school in London.
Oh. Sally says she lost her 2-year-old daughter at Brent Cross. They found her in John Lewis in the office playing with a stapler.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh.
We're at 9 o'clock, ladies. In fact, we're gone 9 o'clock.
It's been a cracking evening. Absolutely cracking evening. Loved it.
I think we should have a wine evening every week.
I do.
3 weeks, folks. It's our 100th, so maybe it's crack out the Prosecco.
I think so. I think so. Anything with bubbles is fabulous. So 100 is definite. I don't care if it's 10 o'clock in the morning. On the 100th episode, I'm having bubbles.
No, it's a Wednesday night. It's 3 weeks today.
Is it? Oh wow!
Yeah, 3 weeks today. So, and I have a bit of a corker planned for the music.
Oh, Fabulous.
So, right, should we say goodnight, ladies?
Yeah, it has been lovely, lovely, lovely spending time with you. Thank you all so much for making this so special.
10 o'clock tomorrow.
See you then.
See you again.
Night,
Bye.
night.
Bye.